1. St. Peter's Basilica. As Vatican metropolis is home to the Pope and is the seat of the Catholic Church, it only stands to motive that it additionally boasts the most important church in the international, St. Peter's Basilica. Commissioned by way of Pope Julius II to be the grandest constructing in Christendom, the basilica became constructed among 1506 and 1626, with mythical figures which include Bramante, Raphael, and Michelangelo all contributing. Named after the venerated saint whose tomb lies inside, the fantastic Renaissance fashion basilica proudly exhibits a giant facade and dome, with the colonnade-coated St. Peter's Square leading as much as it. Included in marble, its floorings stretch ad infinitum away before you, with breathtaking statues, centuries vintage artworks, and glittering treasures all on show. Undoubtedly one of the most lovely church buildings in the international, St. Peter's Basilica is an architectural masterpiece with wonderful artistic endeavors with a view to enjoy. 2. St. Basil's Cathedral. One of the most recognizable landmarks inside the world, St. Basil's Cathedral surely does appear to be. It has simply emerged out of a book of youngsters' fairy tales. Built in 1561 at Ivan the Horrible's command, the lovely building with its spellbinding spires and colorful onion domes dominates and defines red rectangular within the coronary heart of Moscow. Which includes 10 special church buildings connected together, St. Basil's proudly showcases masses of particular and uncommon structure, with vivid shades and swirling patterns anywhere you appearance. Even though it is famed for its special look, inside is just as magical as icons and work of art cowl every surface. Secularized in 1929 with the aid of the Soviets, who truly considered demolishing it, St. Basil's Cathedral is now a crucial symbol of the United States. 3. Hallgrímskirkja. Hallgrímskirkja's unique layout is assumed to mimic the mountains, glaciers, and basalt columns discovered dotted round Iceland's superb landscapes. Towering to 74.5 meters, it's miles one of the tallest systems within the United States and appears out over Reykjavik from the hilltop it lies upon. Built among 1945 and 1986, the current church is called after the Icelandic poet Hallgrímur Pedersen, whilst a hanging statue of the explorer Leif Erikson can be determined in the front of it. One of the Icelandic capital's most important attractions, Hallgrímskirkja additionally has stunning panoramic perspectives from its tower for site visitors to experience. 4. Hagia Sophia. One of the maximum staggering and iconic landmarks in Istanbul, the splendid Hagia Sophia is extensively considered to be the pinnacle of Byzantine architecture. Constructed all the way returned in 537 advert by means of Emperor Justinian I, the Orthodox cathedral became later converted into an imperial mosque with the aid of the Ottomans. As soon as the biggest constructing within the global, Hagia Sophia sports activities and vast dome flanked via 4 slim minarets. Now a popular museum, its cavernous interior boasts masses of incredible columns and arches, with high-quality frescoes and mosaics on show. Mendacity on the banks of the Bosphorus, only a stone's throw far away from the Blue Mosque and Topkapi Palace, Hagia Sophia isn't always to be neglected out on when in Istanbul. 5. Duomo di Milano. Boasting an incredibly ornate and intricately designed facade, the Duomo di Milano took nearly 6 centuries to finish. Considered one of the most important churches in the international, the big Gothic masterpiece reveals plenty of fabulous spires and arches, while elegant flying buttresses line its naves. A big variety of exquisite sculptures dot each its exterior and indoors, with the statue of St. Bartholomew and Pellegrini's divine altars counting amongst its most huge works of art. With the baptistry under its floors relationship back to the year 335, the Duomo di Milano is one of the most essential architectural, cultural, and historical monuments in Italy. 6. Church of the Belief, Lake Bled. Set in one of the maximum lovely settings imaginable, the Church of the Assumption lies on a small island inside the middle of Lake Bled, with the Julian Alps towering at the back of it. Built in the direction of the cease of the 17th century, the adorable little Gothic church is adorned with fine frescoes, and can handiest be reached with the aid of taking a ship ride throughout the lake. The church's white spire seems even extra majestic pondered within the glittering waters of the lake, with trees growing all round it. One of the maximum famous traveler points of interest in Slovenia, the church and lake in reality make for a few terrific photos. 7. Mezquita of Córdoba. Because the call shows, the amazing Mezquita of Córdoba turned into a mosque for a big part of its history. In 784, the Muslim rulers of Córdoba built an impressive mosque atop of what became a small Visigoth church, erecting a mess of columns and arches. Coating the interiors were mind-blowing mosaics and ceramic tiles. Following the Reconquista, the mosque changed into converted right into a Catholic church, and its minaret changed into a bell tower. In addition to this, a Renaissance cathedral nave became located in the middle of the complex. A sanctuary and home for both faiths over the centuries, Mezquita of Córdoba is extensively appeared as one of the most arresting examples of Moorish architecture around. 8. Sacré-cœur. One of the maximum well-known and recognizable landmarks in Paris, Sacré-cœur boasts breathtaking perspectives out over the town from its outstanding setting atop of Montmartre. The glowing white basilica changed into built in 1914 and capabilities a few terrific Byzantine architecture, with cupolas flanking a powerful dome. As its miles and vital countrywide monument, two equestrian statues of Joan of Arc and Louis IX, each of whom are French saints, can be determined lying above its arched front. Interior is simply as astonishing. One of the International's largest mosaics coats its cavernous dome. Now a popular visitor attraction, thousands and thousands of humans go to Sacré-cœur every 12 months. 9. Las Lajas Sanctuary. Hidden in a canyon on the Guaitara River in Colombia, Las Lajas Sanctuary's suitable Gothic Revival fashion structure truly makes for a mystical sight. Constructed between 1916 and 1949, the mind-blowing sanctuary lies on a 130-foot-high bridge that spans the river, with a beautiful waterfall twinkling beside it. Positioned now not far from the Ecuadorian border, the church became founded following an impressive sighting of the Virgin Mary and is now certainly one of Colombia's most famous pilgrimage sites. 10. Church of St. George. Built through King Lalibela to be the New Jerusalem, Lalibela, within the Ethiopian highlands, is domestic to 11 awesome monolithic churches. Those had been hewn from the pinnacle down into living rock, among the 7th and 13th centuries, with an problematic series of tunnels and passages connecting them. Of those, the Church of St. George is certainly the maximum important and staggering of the lot, as it is so finely carved out of the mountainside. Set inside the shape of a Greek pass, the church reaches a height of 12 meters,